The aim of shadow work is to bring the darkness to the light, to make the unconscious conscious and integrate it into your whole self so that you can heal and become whole. Now, you may be on your healing journey, you may be on your shadow work journey, and you may be wondering, how do I know if my shadow work practices are working? So this is why I made this video. So I'm going to give you 8 signs that your shadow work practice is working so you can have a bit of an idea of where you're at on your healing journey. And the first sign is you're not easily offended or triggered by other people's behaviors. So other people no longer create intense emotional reactions or cause you to get in your head. Other people's opinions about you doesn't affect you anymore either. You just don't care what people think about you. You now are able to observe and then respond instead of being triggered and reactive. And I noticed this shift within me. So I've been on my healing journey for a while. I've been doing shadow work for a while. I was even doing shadow work without realizing that's what I was actually doing. And after having my spiritual awakening, I really started focusing on healing myself and healing my wounds because I had one of those childhoods that had a lot of wounds. And I noticed I had this shift within me where I used to be a very angry person, very short-tempered. It wouldn't take much to set me off. And so it was easy to trigger me and to get a reaction out of me. And I started noticing myself, because I'd been on this healing journey, healing my wounds, I started noticing myself in these situations where it was like a new thing for me where I noticed I was able to just observe and just observe, but also I'm just in this calm place instead of getting that triggered, short-tempered reaction. And then I was able to observe and respond. And I thought, wow, that's how I knew that my healing journey was working, because I was like, this is new for me. I was always that sort of person that would just get triggered and react all the time. And I was like, and I just noticed I'm in these situations where I'm just able to observe it because I just feel calm because I've healed myself. So that's a really great sign that your shadow work practice is working and that you are healing. Now, the second sign that your shadow work practice is working is you drop blame and denial. When a shadow aspect of yourself shows up, you don't deny it and you no longer blame yourself or the person who may have triggered you. You're learning to acknowledge and accept your shadow. You may even feel grateful to those who have helped shine a light on it so that it can be healed and transformed. And this is because when you're triggered, your triggers are clues to what needs to be healed within you. So if someone's triggered you, you know that that person isn't to be blamed and that they're basically helping you by triggering you so that you can figure out what needs to be healed within you. So that's the second sign that your shadow work practice is working. And the third sign your shadow work practice is working is you're aware of your negative traits and emotions without being ashamed. Now, this is a really crucial place to be because shame is a really low vibrational frequency. So on the scale of consciousness, shame vibrates at 20. When we were born, when we came in on planet Earth, we came in on the love frequency, which vibrates at 500. So 500 is our natural state of being. And then you have shame at 20, which is significantly lower, right? So being able to be aware of these things, being able to be aware of our negative traits and emotions and not attach shame to it is a really powerful place to be. And it's also really powerful to be aware of these things as well, because awareness is 90% of transformation. Simply by being aware of our negative traits and emotions, we're 90% there of having a transformation. We only have a little bit more, work to do to have a complete transformation into a better version of ourselves. Now, the fourth sign that your shadow work practice is working is you can laugh at yourself. So laughing at yourself is linked to better confidence and self-awareness. So it shows that you're a confident person and you are secure within yourself. And you don't take yourself so seriously anymore. And this is also because part of the healing journey and doing shadow work and all of this helps us to develop self-worth. A lot of us had childhoods where we didn't feel worthy. So when we start developing the self-worth, this is why we don't take ourselves so seriously anymore. This is why we're able to laugh at ourselves. This is why we're more confident and secure within ourselves. So if you are in that place, it's a really great place to be. And that is a really great sign that you are healing. Now, the fifth sign that your shadow work practice is working is you are assertive without being rude or passive aggressive. So you're able to speak up and ask for what you want in a clear manner. You are confident, but also respectful towards others. So you're able to share your views and ideas with confidence, and you can hear the other person out and disagree respectfully. So this is a really great place to be, and that's something that I had to work on for myself, because as a kid growing up, I was the passive type. I don't think I've ever really been passive aggressive, but I was the passive type as a young kid growing up. And then as I got older, I started to develop anger problems. So I went from being passive to aggressive, from one end to the other. And then during my healing journey, I've learned to become more balanced in the middle. I've learned to become more assertive. So that's a great sign that you have been healing yourself and that your shadow work practice is working. Now, the sixth sign is you're no longer afraid to be seen. So some of us have wounds around visibility. We may have a fear of being judged or people wouldn't love us. So when shadow work is working, the shame around the darkest parts of you begins to dissipate and it transforms into love and acceptance. So you're no longer afraid to be seen because you love and accept yourself fully. Now, the seventh sign that your shadow work practice is working is you judge yourself and others less. When you have gone into your own darkness and you have learned to offer yourself complete acceptance and forgiveness, you are able to offer that to others as well. So you're more accepting and compassionate towards other people because you realize everyone has their own wounds and shadow self. You also realize your judgments towards other people actually stems from your own unhealed places. Now, the eighth sign, the last one, is your life has become more peaceful. So your life becomes more peaceful when you fully embrace and love all parts of yourself. The parts that are easy to love and the parts that are more difficult. Your interactions with others, your relationship with others, and your relationship with yourself all becomes a lot more positive. So those are my 8 signs that your shadow work practice is working. I hope you got some sort of value out of this video. If you did, let me know by hitting the like button or write a comment. And if you like this sort of content, then subscribe and hit the bell notification. I hope you have an awesome day. Peace.